These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 3rd and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. The Colts had 10 and 5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A give to Williams, running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Lawrence will throw. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kwity Paye in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Richardson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the option left with Lawrence. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Richardson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this. Getting his open man, it's Mallory.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run here with Taylor.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here's Taylor again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Flushed out right. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This one swung out to Williams.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Greg Dulcich,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are able to move back in front.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson now on second down.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking at...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
On second down, Lawrence. That's taken in by Dulcich.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Richardson shotgun on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Richardson going on 4th down. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Nick Bonito
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Richardson to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor.
He can't get him down. And some room to work. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Mallory from 17 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because
and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Trevor Lawrence,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos, taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman
from 17 yards out.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from. Obviously.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the league.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Back to throw. Richardson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. It got his man complete. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Richardson to the air on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Richardson looking to throw this. Touchdown Colts! Will Mallory with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing now, Lawrence. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lawrence. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ramp 23.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Denver, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.